Hello everyone, my name is Akerele Oluwashogo. I'm your Microsoft Excel trainer. Today I'll be teaching you how to use Vlookup from different workbook, how to look up from different workbook. My student used to ask me that, sir, can we look up from two different workbook? Yes, it is possible because I know people know how to look up from the same worksheet or from two different worksheets in the same workbook. But today we are going to look up from two different workbooks. Our table array is in one workbook, where we want the solution is in another workbook. So this is workbook branch manager data, where we have the information of all of this branch manager performance data of this bank, ABZ Bank. We have the branch manager, their year-to-date turnover, the budget, the variance, and also the remark. So on the second workbook, I'm going to go to second workbook. On the second workbook, I want the branch manager performance summary, where whenever I pick any branch manager, I want the VLOOKUP to return back their year-to-date turnover, the budget, the variance, and the remark code for the branch manager. So for the branch manager, so we are looking up from two different workbooks. There are several ways of doing this. All you can also do is to view the workbook side by side. You can view the two workbooks at the same time, side by side, and you can look up from these two different workbooks after you have viewed them side by side. All you need to go is to go to your view tab. Under the view tab, you go to a group called Windows and you click on a button called View Side by Side. Click on the button View Side by Side. You can see when you click on the button View Side by Side, you can view the two workbooks at the same time. This is where I want to return back my staff performance report, and this is where I have the input of all the branch manager. You can see I'm view from two different workbook. So when you click on view side by see the view side by side, this is the vertical arrangement of view side by side. But if you want the horizontal arrangement of view side by side, you'll see a button called arrange all. When you click on this arrange all, when you click on the arrange all, so it will tell you, do you want to view it vertically or horizontally? If I want to view it horizontally now, and I click on the horizontal and I click on OK, you can see horizontally, top and bottom. I'm still looking at the two different workbook. You can see this is workbook branch manager, and this is another workbook called Advanced Excel Masterclass Training. So you go back to the arrange all and you click on the vertical and you click on OK so that you can view it vertically. So quickly, let's go to our VLOOKUP. Cleanup is the branch manager, but I have my table array in another workbook. So I want to return the year-to-date turnover for Biodun, which is in another workbook. So I will type my equal sign and I type the name of the function VLOOKUP. So I open my function. The first argument is my lookup value. Lookup value means what I want to retrieve information about. I click on the branch manager name, which is Biodun, comma. My next argument is the table array. Mind you, our table array is in different workbook. So I'll go back to the workbook of the branch manager, which is here, and I will select my table array. So I like the table array, the column header, and press Ctrl Shift and your downward arrow to select the table array. So if you look at my formula bar now, you can see now I've highlighted the table array, which is another workbook. So continue from the formula bar, just press your comma to continue your formula. So the next argument here is the column index number. Column index number is the position of what you want to return back. Mind you, we are going to return back the year-to-date turnover, and if you look at it from the table, is in position 2 from the table, position 2. So you are going to type 2 as your column index number, comma, and the last argument is the is a range lookup, that what you are looking up, is it the exact match or the approximate match. So in Excel you can use 0 for exact match, and you can also use 1 for approximate match. So I'm going to use 0, which means I'm telling Excel that I should return back the exact information of Biodun from the table array. So I'll press my enter. You can see when I press my enter, it return back the year to date turnover of Biodun. If you look at it here from the column from the table, you can see 47,000. Look at it, 47,044 naira. That is the year-to-date turnover. So I'm going to do for budget, which is the last example I'm going to do, so that you can understand it better. I'm going to return back the budget for Biodun again. So I will type my equal sign and I type Vlookup. So I open the function. The first argument is the lookup value. I click on Biodun as the lookup value on cell B3, comma. And the next argument is the table array. I told you our table array is on different workbook. So I'll go to the workbook, select the table array. So highlight the header first, the column header, and press Ctrl Shift and downward arrow to select the whole table. So continue your formula from the formula bar, just press a comma. So we ask for the next argument, which is the column index number. Because we are looking at a budget, the position of budget is position 3. So we are going to type 3 as your column index number for budget, comma. And the last argument, which is the range lookup, because we are looking for the exact information of Biodun, you can use 0, just the way I explain it in Excel, that 0 means exact match and 1 means approximate match. So press your enter. Vlookup return back the budget of Biodun, which is 93,338. If you go back to your table array to go and confirm for Biodun, you can see it. I return back the exact value for Biodun. So that's how to look up from 2 different workbooks in Excel when you are using your VLOOKUP. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Akerele Oluwashogo.